So it's been quite a prolific month for Batman at the moment. He's finally returned and there has been a glut of Bat titles coming out, which I'm personally quite happy about. Batman, one of my most favourite characters ever within comics, for obviously good reason. So this segment of Comic Book Corner is all Batman or Batman related, and we will begin with Batman and Robin number 16, the conclusion to I think it's called The Death of Batman, isn't it? The problem with this title is you basically need some sort of master's degree in Morrison Batman mythology, because while I enjoyed reading this issue, while I for the most enjoyed the artwork, there was no cohesion to the storyline. You know, no one could just jump into this and start reading it. It was confusing, it was chaotic. The artwork, I've had a problem with the artwork on this title for quite a while. Sometimes when you've got like the Mr. Pig villain, who is an absolutely amazing creation from Morrison, and for that I give him kudos. He is scary and weird and freaky beyond belief, and the artwork that goes with his character is spot on, but it doesn't translate to other people, and for me it's very jarring. Especially in this issue, it's like too many artists kill the book. And someone, I don't know who it is trying very hard to emulate Quietly's artwork, and is just making a big hash of it. It really does annoy me. Just find your own style. Don't try and copy anyone else. You'll probably find, you know, it's better. It could be possibly be better, and it won't make me think like, take me out of the story and make me think, oh, he's trying to do this or he's trying to be that. It was good to finish this season, this story arc off. I'll be interested to see where this goes from now on. As I said, this segment is Batman related, so we have Red Robin number 17, and oh, this is such a good issue, and it has been consistently good for some time in my opinion. This is Tim. Half of it is him in his civvies deciding, I'm going to buy the cinema theatre that in Crime Alley to be his latest headquarters, trying to have a normal life over lunch with friends, and his life is just so hectic. And the guy is completely lucky when it comes to women. I think he's got about 4 or 5 on the go now. And not least of all, as we can see on the cover, it's Lynx, who he breaks out of prison, and they're basically having a Batman Catwoman moment, which is obviously picked up on when, oh, look who's in the shadows. Yes, it's Bruce, the real Batman, coming to check in on his adopted son Tim. And the splash page with them just holding each other, it just wells up, the emotion. It was perfect. I have very high hopes for this series to continue, and it's just a joy to read. Well done to Fabian Nietzsche. We came to the conclusion of the return of Bruce Wayne this month with issue number 6. And again, it's Morrison confusing the hell out of his readers. Fine, we have this end point of history where everything just stops, and we have these strange alien computerized, technologically advanced creatures that are storing everything. And they have a weird way of talking, and they make no sense. They make no sense. It is a very disappointing. I won't say it's poor, because the artwork's nice in it. They're obviously a big action-packed ending. I'll just say I was disappointed. I expected more. And it is a shame that this came out so late, because obviously we already know Batman's back, because we've had all the one-shots of him meeting all the separate characters within the Batman mythology, like Red Robin, like the new Batman and Robin, Catwoman, Batgirl, Commissioner Gordon. So this was this is a bit redundant, to be fair. It should have come out a lot sooner, and I'm sure DC are kicking their feet about the timing of this issue. Now, my comic book guy was very naughty today. He slipped in 2 titles that I didn't ask for, but obviously because I was collecting other Batman titles, he puts them in to see if I'm interested in getting them or not. Usually I feel quite bad about giving them back, but given that they were both Batman related, one of them I did really want to pick up anyway. This one, Batman Incorporated, first issue, I wasn't keen on picking up, but I thought, fine, I'll give this one a go. Honestly, I'm not sold on this premise of Batman Incorporated, where there's going to be a Batman in every capital, town, city across the world. I feel like this title is going to be one of those, it's going to turn out to be more like an anthology, where he goes to recruit a new Batman in this country. There's maybe a 2-issue, 3-issue story arc that all gets concluded. Yes, you're the Batman for this town, capital, city, whatever, and then I'm going to go on to the next one. It just doesn't work for me. Batman is Batman, and Batman lives in Gotham City. That is his home, his place of operation. So, saying that, I read it, it was fun, kind of. The artwork was terrible, sorry. Who have we got? Paquetti and Lacombe. Oh, it was awful, sort that out. Morrison, strangely enough in this issue, Morrison tries, I presume he's trying, to be funny. He's trying to be humorous. There's, especially towards the end, it gets very, I don't know, campy even to like the kind of 60s TV campy cliffhanger, you know, how will Batman get out of this? Will curiosity kill the cat? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, it didn't work. Morrison, he seems to go from one extreme to the other. Completely confusing or completely pointless. I really don't know whether I should pick this up. Someone tell me it's going to get better. So the other one that he slipped in was the one-shot Batman The Return. I did actually want this, partly because it was Finch on artwork, partly because this is his proper return, and if they're, again, I think this should have come out maybe a couple of weeks earlier, along with the last part of The Return of Bruce Wayne, because this is basically Bruce Wayne getting his house in order. He's telling his Bat family, this is what I have in store for you. It's not like, I would like you to do this. No, this is what you're going to do. Hence, Oracle looking after Internet 3.0, Batgirl, Stephanie Brown, being whisked off to England to a finishing school, and Damien, he takes on some sort of mission as, I presume, a kind of test. I did like Finch's artwork. I was looking forward to it. My history of Finch's artwork is of his work on Marvel, on Avengers and Moon Knight, which is why I think this was so easy for him to draw, because basically he was drawing Moon Knight but black and pointy ears. Very David Finch. Like I said, I do love his artwork. It's very detailed, it's very dynamic and action-packed. The storyline, bit too much more heavy on Damien than I would have cared for. He does seem to be the go-to guy at the moment. Everyone seemed to hate him, but now he's got all these smart Alec one-liners, and he shows up Batman. You know, actually I am quite good, even though I seem quite, you know, belligerent at times. I think Bruce Wayne is getting too reliant on the tech side of it all, with all these robots that are remote controlled, and all that deal. I think that's kind of hearkening to the Batman films of Nolan. which... And then to wrap it all up, we have this mysterious baddie in the background pulling some strings. And I've gone over 10 minutes again. I don't even know if you're going to get to hear this last bit, so I'm going to leave it.